What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all jumping on. Anthony Lee, A Lee Real Estate with another investment, not investment blueprint, but another Instagram live. We are going to be interviewing tonight Javada. Javada is a real estate boss, real estate. There we go. She just jumped in actually. So we are on time tonight. Javada.
Hey, what's going on?
She said, "Hold on, let me get the screen right. You good?"
Oh, yeah, I'm great. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Nice to officially internet meet you since we still have to meet in
We will. We're working on
person.
it.
Look, if your listings wouldn't sell so fast, I might get one. I might get one.
I mean, it ain't me, it's just the market.
What we gonna say is mostly you and the market. A combination, definitely
Amen.
a combination.
Amen. I feel like I'm bringing hits solely to the market. It's hard, but we everyone has to do their part.
For sure, for sure. Well, one, thank you for joining us tonight. We definitely appreciate it.
You're
Welcome to our
welcome.
Instagram Live. For those who don't know, Anthony Lee, A. Lee, real estate, licensed agent, investor. Most of the time, I'm my tenant's favorite landlord. You know, if you talk to them this week, some of them kind of mad at me. They
That's a
got,
story
they
to
got.
tell.
I mean, I could tell it, but it's supposed to be about you. But if you want to know, I can tell you.
I'm curious.
Well, so the short version of it is, you know, it's the 15th of the month, so I try to be patient with my tenants. It's late after the 5th, but now I get a little, what's the word? Impatient around the 15th. So those eviction letters and them last courtesy phone calls. Because now I'm at the point, especially after the pandemic, we not playing. Like, I gave you a courtesy call, I sent you a letter, we don't got no rap. I'm filing eviction. I just want to give
I
you this
got
last
that.
phone call to let you know I'm filing eviction. So some of them, they like, you be sweating me for my money. Like, it's
Okay. Okay, I got that. Thank you for sharing. That's a good story.
so
Sorry, I'm
so
going
that's
through
that.
it.
So like two of my tenants, not all of them, two of them. One of them paid, and the other one, tomorrow's Friday, so we'll see.
No, everything's gonna work out. Everything's gonna work out. So I'm at Berkshire Hathaway. I'm usually at Fifth and Walnut, somewhere down in Society Hill, bopping around. Uh, I I live in Cobbs Creek, so I did get an opportunity to see you and Danielle's project. Okay.
Thank you.
Um, you're welcome. And I do primarily of my business in West. I'm not lazy, but I like to just be close to home sometime. I'm from Upper Darby, so I did that whole Delco School District Central League type thing. So if I'm not over here, I'm over Drexel Hill, Upper Darby, Broomall, that side.
So I understand that, and I have the same philosophy, which is, and also I feel like it helps because clients who have questions, if you know the neighborhood, familiar with the neighborhood, it's easier to navigate those waters. Versus if we go into another, just say Germantown, for me,
Yeah,
I can help do the transaction, but I can't give you the other things behind it because Germantown ain't my neck of the woods.
I got that. And it makes a difference if you know the block by block. Like I know what's a one-way street on down in West Philly. I know that I don't like the poles. I don't like streets with poles, okay? And I'm not steering you away, but like if you're running to go home and your stomach hurts, I don't want you to get trapped in a one-way street. Like those things impact your decision
Yeah.
later on when you're buying. And I'm getting a listing in Roosevelt Boulevard. Not to say I won't go up there, but Rosie is a bit dangerous, you
Yes.
know? So if we're scheduling appointments, like I'm going to schedule it at 9 a.m. when I feel like there's less traffic or something. So
I,
uh, I got that. I do travel. I would love to be in Mount Airy a little bit more, a lot more. I just want to see the
those
scenery. Yeah, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. So I get that.
All right. Well, tell me this, Javada. Little bit about your background. Like, was real estate the goal from the get go, or how? Like, when did real estate jump in?
So I'm a marketer. I went to Temple for marketing. So I used to, before I went to college, I would listen to those wholesale books and those like little books on Apple Music. They were cheap 15-minute pages. And I got into like the handwritten letters and stuff. So that's how I started. I used my marketing skills to propel my real estate business. So at the
So
heart of it, keep going.
wait. So you were a wholesaler initially?
I'm not a wholesaler, but I like the marketing aspects that like you can say wholesalers use. Anyone can use it in
Okay,
the industry, but I liked
correct.
that marketing technique. It worked for me.
Okay,
Okay, got that.
got it.
So marketing. So my background is marketing, and I can use marketing in any industry. And the most
Okay,
flexibility was to put it in a real estate industry.
nice. So why real estate? Like, what pushed you, or what was the light bulb that said, like, I'm going over here? Like you said, you got to. You finished your undergrad with the marketing degree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
So
like,
why real estate gives you the flexibility to do anything creatively. Like you can start as a real estate agent, a realtor, and expand anywhere. You can be an investor by now. You can be an investor. You can do anything, with
right.
that background. I feel like it gave me the most flexibility without hindering creativity.
I like that. I like
Thank
that.
you. I thought it was powerful too. Did you feel that pause?
Right. Nah, because I'm like, and to your point, this is why your social media is so dope and your content is so decent, because the creativity, marketing, it all goes hand in hand to draw clients and referrals.
Yeah, it's easy to do it that it's easier to do it that way compared to doing like a corporate job. You got that? So yeah, like marketing, like I had a shoe deal come for me from Dansco. It was great, and I'm a realtor. Anyone can get it, but you just got to put yourself out there and just present yourself. And the easiest way to do that is through real estate for me.
Okay, so you hit like three things, right?
Yes.
So one, putting yourself out there. So were you always an outgoing person? Is that your personality?
Yeah. 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 Okay, yeah, I grew up an only child, so you kind of some people make friends and some people don't. Like I always was able to make friends because you go home and you by yourself,
Okay,
so out in the world, like you're just projecting, you're not acting, but you're just projecting. This is who I am. So it's easy for me to share and then to come back and like be within yourself.
gotcha. Okay, so and then I guess also real estate would also tie into that, because as you meet new clients, you're building new friends and relationships. So you're always getting that connection that you didn't get because you didn't have siblings per se.
Right. So it's a forever business. Like, we don't. I went to a real estate convention this weekend, and they said we're taking out the language of past clients because no one's your past client. We're all here continuously, and like my sphere of influence is your high school is your temple sphere. It's your internet base. Like, even though I never met you, we're doing a deal. Like we're together.
Hmm.
We're together. So it just growing up, my background has allowed me to create and present myself.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I see your son is playing some ball.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yes,
We
yes,
before the live, we were in the gym getting some shots up and working on some ball handling.
good, Good. I love that. I used to coach high school girls basketball at Upper Darby. Was a
Up
minute
every night.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's nice to see him in his jump step, push the ball forward. So it works. I use that, not the language, but the coaching with my clients and just being with them and listening. Or do we have to be a listener?
I got you. Okay, so the marketing degree positions the real estate for you. It helps you be you, and then you get to bring the people in. So like, was it like a hit as soon as you jumped into real estate, or when like how long have you been in real estate?
I got my license, I say for 7 years, so it wasn't a hit. I told you that I did handwritten marketing letters. So one of my biggest ones, I got this deal in Brewery Town, and I got both sides of it. So it was like 4 or 500. It was like 500, and that was a handwritten letter, like
Nice.
cursive and all of that stuff. So, but that took from creation to meeting everyone. That took about 2 years to actually, close. So it and that kind of that was last year. So I didn't jump in as a hit, but progressively your sphere and then your referrals start to come back in, and multiple clients start to buy multiple houses off of you. So it totally, I guess we all know it's a process. I don't like the process, all too much. Like you said, I get impatient. Um, but that's what it looks like. I use that to propel the business, and I continuously use it. I love my marketing pieces. Like, I love that someone calls me and they say, "We got your mailer," because I feel like I have the best mailers.
Okay.
They're not generic, they're personalized, they're everything. And that's what works for me.
It's funny you bring up the mailer. So I was just actually thinking about using the direct mail campaign to your point of the wholesaling, but for the real estate side as like an agent.
You
Um,
did the every door direct mail you're talking about?
I think through USPS.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking into it, and me and my VA are trying to figure out like, do we think it's going to be a good fit for us?
I did it about 4 or 5 times, and I got like one call, one house meeting, and I didn't think that it was not worth it. Like, the presentation was nice, but I didn't get a decent conversion from it.
I got you.
And I did like 5 pieces. The process is like you print it out and then you gotta take it to the post office, or you can pay someone to do that. But I was doing the packaging and everything, the design. So I'm
I,
just giving you feedback. I'm not saying don't try it. I would love to, get
right.
see your point of view.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to come up with some things like with the automation, because I know I won't consistently write the letters.
Right.
So I just was thinking about it. So when you brought that up, it made me, do I go back to the letters, or do I, go with the automation situation?
Well,
But
what works for you?
say it again.
What works for you?
Really, referrals and just staying social media.
Right.
She's like,
It's
don't
the
come,
internet.
don't
Yeah,
come.
I just feel like it's the internet business. Like, we're getting our money off of the internet now. Like, that's where we're at.
Right. So what would you tell your clients, or what do you tell your clients now in this market? Like, how are you preparing your buyers? Let's start with that. How are you
Um,
preparing them?
yeah, emotionally, it could take a couple of times to submit offers. Like, don't give up. Prepare them more so on the emotional, physically. Like, I'm not racing. I do most of the prep work. I do a lot of prep before I toured, calling agents, how many offers you had, if you have any, when are you making final determinations? What's the best terms? If you can give me a leg in, sometimes you can't. But emotionally, I try to make sure that my clients are there, like, because it's competitive, and you can't, get mad at me or get mad at yourself. It's not any of us. It's just
Right.
the atmosphere. So
So
let's be ready to fight.
okay, so you're taking the basketball coaching technique now and using it in real estate and letting them know like, yo, we got to be war ready. We got to be laser focused. Like, are your clients looking in like Upper Darby, Cobbs Creek, and Germantown? Like, how's that working? Because I get some clients that are like, hey, I want to open up and expand my search, but you know,
Yeah.
it's only 5 houses on the market as it is.
Right, right. I had some people that tried to take me down in town, and I ain't trying to throw a fit, but I'm at the point where I would pay an agent up there to tour because just that, like, there's an app out here that will pay you to tour. I'm not going to Downingtown. I'm not going up there. It's not bad, but come on. So how am I preparing my clients is just emotionally, I'm preparing them. My most of my business is in West. It is in Delaware County, Roosevelt Boulevard. It's not that bad, but I'm getting a lot of business up there also. So just emotionally and physically, like if we can do any prep work before we go outside, okay, let's do that. That's where I'm at.
Okay. And then I guess as far as the buying side goes, like what are you seeing on your end with your clients? You got to go 10 grand above ask, 25 grand above asking.
If we have it, I will also suggest like paying transfer tax. Uh, if you can waive everything, people are, you could be scary about that, and that's your own personal decision. It's your choice.
Mhm.
You got to be complete. You got to be whole and complete with decisions that you made. Uh, if my aspect, I like to waive, like if I can waive the transfer tax for the seller, depending on how much the taxes are. I'm not trying
Right.
to waive taxes everywhere in Delaware County because it's ridiculous, and you can't, like, if you can't handle paying both sides, and we just can't. So from the jump, we're putting our best foot forward because there's no negotiations back and forth.
I got you. And I definitely agree. Okay. So I mean, for you, where are we taking the real estate though? So like we know you enjoy real estate, but at the same token, I kind of feel like you're really, really creative and you've got this energy about you. So it's like is real estate gonna be the you in the next 20 years or like where
I
what
mean,
else?
we have to, yeah, because it's the retirement plan, yada, yada, and it's just the foundation. It's the foundation. Like, not that we're bigger than real estate, but like, what else are we going to do after this? I don't know if I'm going to be buying and selling with people 20, but we could, but as long as, like, I'm in the point of building the foundation. So I'm serving to others to serve myself. And that's just that continuous loop that I'm happy to be in.
Okay. So are you also an investor as well?
Not yet. I own my property in West, but first,
Say that last part.
that's my first.
Okay. All right. So not yet. I like that. It's coming soon.
I got that.
It's coming soon. Especially since you can do the marketing and you know
And
find
yeah,
these people.
I'm not getting it on the market. I didn't get this. Yeah, I'm not getting it on the market. You can't get it on the market. You can't compete. You gotta go directly to the sellers. And that's what I know how to do. I have the time and the patience to go directly to the sellers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, side note, me being selfish, you got any buyers right now looking for turnkey duplex in like the Alney Germantown section?
Yeah, they're probably in here watching in this thread. They should just raise their hand and say, yes, me, pick me.
Yeah, I have a bi-level duplex coming to market tomorrow. I'm going to put it live after this. Um,
How much is it?
three bed, two bath in the second unit. First level is a two bed, one bath. Central air, new floors, new bathroom, new kitchen, new everything. Going to be listed at an easy 325.
Okay, I'll write it out.
Okay. And if anybody tuned in, we got properties hitting the market tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned. Um, So I mean, what else would you like your clients to know about Javada?
Oh my God. Maybe that I'm easy to work with. Um, that I prefer if you call me than text me. Communication. Yeah, I know that should be like a sheet of like, how do you prefer to be communicated with? Just call me, because I'm brief, bright, and gone. I'm a yes, period type of person. So,
Okay.
and that might come off, a bit abrupt. So, I'm cool with it like this. Like we can bust it up, straight talker. But I like that if you can just call me and don't be afraid to ask like the most random questions because they're probably the questions that I've already heard before and you think is crazy, but it's not. And that gives me a better idea of like what you could possibly be fearful of or something like. I need to have that dialogue, and we don't always get that dialogue through text messaging. So, you want to work with me? Call me. Just call me.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna talk. We're gonna have to be here with it. Don't send the text because things get misconstrued and
Yeah,
misunderstood.
yeah,
Okay. And like even preparing in this market or any market really, like you touched on it when you just said the word fear. Um, I again like how do you like what do you do in order to get over some of those hurdles of like because home buying I guess for some people can be scary, especially if you're the first generation home buyer.
yeah. I got a seller now. We're launching, I think tomorrow, and she's like in her 60s, 70s, maybe. And the issues they don't have anywhere to go. So she's fearful of like we're gonna list the house and we're gonna get an offer. That's the easy part. Okay, the harder part is finding something. Now it's not hard, you know words are important. The other side of it is just finding her something, and you got to be mentally ready for that. So how just listening to her, how people be like, oh, I don't want to be homeless. Come on, you're not gonna be homeless. Like why? Like we really saying that? um like, all right, thank you for sharing. But that's what I needed to hear because that's what's underneath all of this. So um, just being mindful and really listening. That's how we started off the conversation, is listening to what people are saying and what they're not saying. Okay,
Right.
and just alleviating some of those issues. And what I told her is that like we have aspects of the agreement of sale that could you can do a 60 to 90-day settlement. Like you have the time. If there's a buyer out here, they gonna want to work with you because it's a decent property. Like,
Right. And if we know up front, we can manage their expectations. But you just have to tell me again with that communication piece.
yep, yep, I get it all out. Because of course, I prefer sellers, and most of my sellers are like a little older.
Okay.
So sometimes I grew up in the church, so sometimes like I'll bring walk by faith and not by sight in there because that emotional pool. Sometimes I gotta drop lines like that, amen, because it makes a difference because I'm pulling you in. Okay,
Right. Okay.
so
No, I definitely like that. I definitely like that. Um, so for you, what do you think, or do you have any predictions for the market this year? Like, are we going to keep seeing this competitive market? Like the gentleman asked earlier, do we wait or do we buy now? Like, what are you
I say
projecting?
yeah. I say buy now because you can't predict it. To me, you don't know what's going to happen by now. You don't know if you just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Just do it now. And what's my predictions? Well, you already know interest rates are creeping up slowly but surely, and
Yeah.
they're not dramatic, but they are creeping up. In my head, I'm like, if we don't get if the inventory, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's going to be as crazy as the spring market last year, but I'm anticipating it is.
Okay.
Um,
When you say
I just
crazy, like, what do you mean? The prices keep going up, or
the competitiveness, like over 10 or so buyers, you got to be the first ones there. You got to waive everything type thatness. And
Right.
I'm leaning towards it being the same way.
Okay. So for sellers, it's going to be a good time to sell this year.
Yeah, they should be in there. Like, yeah, they should. I have sellers that's getting ready for like April 1st launch date. So, and it's just, I just feel like the seller should sell, the buyer should buy. Like, you can't predict when to do anything. You just got to take the action now.
So even though properties are being sold as is, are you telling sellers to still do some things, or are you telling them just to just put it on the market, let it be what it's going to be?
It depends on the property and the location. Like, I got one for 140 and they were trying to fix a crack in the ceiling. And to me, it's an investor property. Like, so it's an investor property. Like, why are you putting money into the property if someone else is just going to take it down and put all new drywall up? Okay.
Right.
Like, we got to maintain our focus in some areas. So it depends on the property, the condition already, where it's located, how much time we have. So for that particular instance, I'm saying you don't have to do it. I saw another property far out. They had brown walls. You know, like sometimes if the seller has the means to paint it, I say paint it white and keep it moving. But if you don't, then we can work with your plan. So, and to answer you plainly, it's case by case. It's case by case, like based upon location and pricing and what the sellers are able to do.
I got you. Okay. But you do hear that, sellers. This is your season. It's coming up. It
Yeah.
is. So, and what about the buyers? Like, how do you feel about buyers buying in the winter season?
I don't think it's less competitive. I think that's a story that it's less inventory or is less competitive. I just think it's going to be a continuation.
Okay.
So whenever you can find your property or whenever that developer is finished completing is when he completed. Big money. Did that answer? Was that clear?
Big. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's kind of personal preference, so it's no telling kind of thing.
Yeah, you don't know when I'm going to finish my project. I might then finish it December 15th. You're not going to buy it? Yeah, like you will. You happy that I gave you something to buy?
Right.
You're waiting on
I,
me to finish this. That's how I feel.
okay. All right. Well, no, that's cool because, like I said, I know some people are like, it's like the best time you might get a deal, but like you said, the way this market is, there's no telling. They might push this wave all the way through, and it'll be, you know, if you're lucky, hopefully, like we can get you in, before the new year.
Yeah, but like, where are you talking about? Where's these deals coming from? I want a deal. The deals are not on the market. They're not
Well,
even
well,
to me.
keep going, and then I go ahead.
Oh, thank you. I said the deals are not on the market. If you're competing with other people and they're hiking up the price, that's not a deal anymore.
True.
Then it depends on what is your thought process of a deal. Because my thought process of a deal and your thought process of a deal is two different things. Your definition of a deal is two different things. So
Well, so I was only gonna say that I feel like some of these things some deals are still on the market, but I guess depending on the buyer. So like I'm telling my clients, let's not look at things that hit the market day one. Let's look at things that are hitting the market that's on the market for 20 days, or things that have been on the market for some time, or even back active, because those sellers might have motivation just because they've been sitting, they didn't get the interest they thought they were going to get, or even the deal fell apart and they thought they were getting their check and they didn't get it, and now they're antsy to get the check.
right. I like that point of view.
So it's like and then especially for the investors. So like the last deal I got, it was on the market for 2 years. So I was able to lowball the offer, and it took us a month to negotiate, but I did get it.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's not a lot of stuff sits on the market for 2 years, especially in this market. So it's like, if you see it, jump on it quickly.
Yes. So I like that. I can add that to my buyer aspect of just look at stuff that's been sitting because there could be some more motivation. I have one at 718 South 57th for like 280, I think. It's like 280. It's 4 bedroom, 2 baths, decent, and like slow showings are a little, they're a little lagging for me.
Okay.
And what's there behind that is that I'm partnering up with another agent. So there is wiggle room, but we're not presenting that necessarily to the market. So what we so if someone was to come and submit an offer, like I know that I have wiggle room, but I'm not telling the market, and that could be the same situation for some other listings out there.
Right. I got you. Okay. All right. Well, so what else do you have going on for this year? Do we have any speaking events going on? You got any classes you'll be doing this year? Any
Oh
basketball?
man. Oh my God. Let me pull out my calendar. That's really nice. So I'm in the process of planning a first time home buyer event for May. I lead the social committee at my office. So like I plan events for like the office and for other realtors. So that's where I'm at. That's where my events lie. My social committee stuff, no basketball. I mean, I'll play at Gino's on Monday mornings outside when the weather breaks. If you can come and we can hoop. I played with Danielle. Like,
Is you guys out there on the creek that day?
yeah, yeah. It's a random, pickup game. Anyone can join, but
Okay.
it's not like completely formal. Am I starting a real estate basketball league? No, no, not
I,
me.
we might have to throw that out there. I'm just saying, Monday mornings from 11 to 1, we gonna pull up at the park.
I say
I,
6 to 7, 7 to 8.
I
We're
see
gonna pull up.
the kids at school in the morning. That's like my.
I got
I could do anything after 8. After 8.
schedules. I love it. Okay, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. No, that's what I got. That's what I got. How about you?
So we just completed a home buyer event in Overbrook, um, 2 weeks ago. So we just did that. We were talking about the grants that we have available in house outside of the stuff with the Urban League, other stuff. Um, we are working. Actually, I'm kind of in between. I got a lot of, like you said, real estate allows me to be the creative, silly networking person that I am. So like, I'm thinking about doing a wine and real estate event just for
Oh,
networking and just to get to bring the vibe back because COVID then kind of got us all bunkered
separate.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get that energy back. So I'm thinking about doing a wine and real estate event. So I'm looking for venues, and then me and my partner Lorenzo, we got the investment blueprint kicking off this summer. We're gonna do basically like a real estate brunch and awards for all our peers and leaders in the real estate industry this summer. So that's coming. And then I think the one other event, what were we talking about? It was on the tip of my tongue. We got a community cleanup coming in April.
Oh, that's awesome. Which community?
So we didn't lock that in. That's the problem.
Okay, so just
So,
say West.
so the problem, I need a spot in West that really has trash. So, like, at least what I've been seeing so far this year, there's not a lot of dumping, not a lot of trash like it normally is. So, like, I think I'm gonna go to Southwest
Okay.
and look over there. Maybe I don't know. I feel like I know like a few spots in particular. There's trash no matter what when I pull up on the
Right.
block.
Right.
But I kind of need some surrounding areas around it to be able to get the crowd and community because we're talking about giving out like also doing a food drive as well.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm
And
so happy.
thank you. Yeah, so that's gonna be I think the third week of April. So definitely stay tuned. I definitely would love for you to come out so we can connect.
I can do that as long
Get
as
that
it's on my
energy with.
side of town.
Okay, definitely, definitely. So real quick, right before we let you go, um, give us your favorite 3 podcasts or 3 books that have either changed your life or that have given you some inspiration.
Mm. All right, so off the top, I'm gonna go off the top. The What I'm listening to today was the Untethered Soul. Okay. Power versus Force.
Okay.
Can't tell you who that's by. And Joe Dispenza. I'm gonna go with him as my third one quickly.
What was the last one? Because you had froze for a second. What was that one?
Joe Dispenza. Any like becoming like supernatural and the placebo effect and all of that. It's all like mindset stuff.
Okay. Joe. All right. Okay. All right. Well,
How
we
about
should.
you?
What mine?
Yeah.
The Go Giver, book, and Will Smith's latest book. I did the Audible book for that one. Um,
Okay.
that one was amazing. Like super long book, especially if you're doing the Audible. But when I tell you, like the last 4 or 5 chapters, well worth the wait. Well worth it.
Okay. That's
Um,
awesome.
Will Smith was the latest one, and then I don't have a third right now. Other than that, I've been listening to different podcasts. So like David Shan's Sleep is for Suckers, and EYL.
What's EYL?
EYL, Earn Your Leisure. You don't know about
Okay. Okay. I know Earn Your Leisure. I ain't know the whole
the
abbreviation.
yeah,
I am
EY, yeah, EY,
Sleep is for suckers. Oof.
yeah. So he's got a lot of interviews and stuff. If you haven't tapped into him, that you can pick. The last one kind of touched on. He just did one with a lady by the name of Ronnie Brown. I'm not familiar with her, but she did a dope interview about, and she actually is like a social media like guru. So I think she'd be dope for you to tap into.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Okay.
Oh, thanks for having me. This was awesome. I loved our one-on-one. I love the questions and just being with you tonight. And you asking me earlier this week and just jumping on, like just like that. And you did the multiple like tags and the multiple stories, so it was just consistent, you know. So thank you. Okay.
No, well, thank you. Yeah, we got it down. We started this during COVID because again, I was missing the people. So this
Right.
is me to still keep connecting with new people, your audience,
Excellent.
and it's growing into it. That's why I want to do the wine and real estate because it's like
Right.
everybody from the social media and let's hang out and
Right.
our friends and people that we know. So let's just come hang out. We'll drink we'll do the sophisticated thing and drink some wine. Um,
Yes.
so definitely appreciate it. So thank you again. And we really gonna talk about that Monday basketball meetup. We're gonna talk about that.
Oh yeah, let's play.
And they got new courts on 58th Street now.
I didn't know.
Yes, they got new courts with the glass backboard. So we might not go
Hey.
third, we might go to 58th right at Whippy.
Yeah, we need to spread out and like I'm all different courts, like we there. Power.
All right, like back in the day, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
Pull up.
Yep.
Southwest, go down South Philly, all that.
All right, man.
Well, thank you again. Enjoy your night and we will talk.
Deuces, gooses.
All right.